Hey y'all, welcome and welcome back. It has been quite a second since I've posted on here and I am so sorry. I was trying to post every day and I'm noticing that everything I'm trying to do, doing that on top of it's just a bit much and I get burnt out. So my new goal is to post every other day. I feel like that'll make it a lot easier. Now last month, in my defense, I did quite a bit of traveling and I was doing a lot of things, so I didn't really get to watch that many movies again. But I did watch 4 or 5. A few of them are new releases and a few are older movies that you may not have heard of, so this is still a video worth watching. I do not remember what order I watched these in at all. I have no clue, and I'm not telling you them based on how much I like them either. We're just talking about them in general. So the first movie on my list is The Strangers Chapter 1, which is a direct remake to the original 2008 film The Strangers. I also watched the original Strangers last month, but I did a whole breakdown on those films and ranking, so I'm not really going to get into it that much, but I technically did watch that one as well. But let's talk about the newest one, The Strangers Chapter 1. So this storyline is a bit different than the original, where it follows a couple that are on a road trip. They get lost out in the woods, stumble upon this small town, and end up stopping at this town to eat at the diner. Well, when they come back out from eating, they notice that their car will not start. And they're now at the mercy of the local mechanic who cannot get the part they need until the next day, so they end up in a cabin in the woods, where they endure some of the most horrific things that I have ever seen. And they endure it at the hands of strangers, masked strangers. They have no idea who they are. They have no idea who they are on both sides. It's chaos. I liked this movie a lot. I know a lot of people don't like it because I don't think they wanted it to be a remake. They wanted it to be something different, but I thought it was good. I liked it. The gore was good. I really liked the storyline. I liked these characters better. I liked it. The second film that I'm going to talk about isn't technically out to the public yet, but hopefully it will be sooner than later. And that is the film, The Children of the Woods, which I had the pleasure of being a producer on, and my husband is actually in the film. Now, like I said, it's not out yet. It actually did have a public appearance at Carolina Fear Fest, so if you were one of the people that attended there and watched it, thank you. I didn't hear any negative feedback from it, which was fantastic. But I did get to watch it there with a crowd and it was so much fun. So we're including it on the list because I did watch it. Anyways, a short synopsis of this film, because I don't want to spoil anything for you, is that it is a found footage style film that follows a cult in South Carolina. And it more specifically follows the disappearance of a group of friends in South Carolina that many believe is at the hands of this cult that is not gone. Keep an eye out for that. I'll let you guys know more information, and I hope you love it when you do see it. The next film I watched is a bit on the older side, and it is Would You Rather. This was a rewatch for me. I've seen it several times. It is one of my little comfort movies, although it does give me paralyzing anxiety. Would You Rather follows a group of strangers who are invited to a mansion to play a rather sadistic childhood game. This is not a typical would you rather, like would you rather eat a strawberry or a pineapple. They are playing with people's lives for a large sum of money. It's anxiety filled. It's so good. I love the storyline. I love the characters. It's just an all around fantastic movie. And if you haven't seen it, I recommend you do. The last film that I watched this month was a rewatch as well, and it was Late Night with the Devil. If you have not seen this movie and you love horror, I cannot recommend enough that you go see it. I saw it in theaters 2 or 3 times, I can't remember, but now it's streaming on Shudder, and I physically could not stop myself from watching it again. But it follows a late night talk show host who is getting very desperate to keep his job and to stay relevant. So he does something against the better judgment of everyone around him on one Halloween night. And that is airing a Halloween episode, which is not abnormal, but the guest he has on the show is quite controversial. The guest is a little girl who is believed to be possessed by the devil, and they believe she is possessed because she was born into a cult. One of the cult members, she was born to be in the cult. It was a really rough backstory for her, but they want to prove the existence of demonic possession, so they bring her on the show and they coax this demon out of her, and it is chaos. I love the special effects. The gore in it is great. The storyline is really original. I love that we're seeing original things, so it's not the same thing over and over again. But I thought this was a fantastic film, and I can't recommend it enough. This is not an ad for Shudder, although I beg, every time I mention Shudder, I'm like, if anyone's watching, that has a pull at Shudder, please give me a sponsorship. Because I talk about Shudder all the time. I love Shudder. And this is not an ad for Shudder. That's what I was trying to say. But it's worth the free trial. It's like, I think you should just have Shudder if you like scary stuff, but it is worth the free trial just to watch this movie. I have a lot on my list. Whenever you see this, I've already seen it, but I plan on going to see In a Violent Nature today or tomorrow. I have a few more films that are on Shudder that I want to watch, and I think there's quite a few films coming out this month. I think it's like called The Watchers or something like that. There's a few of those. I'm really excited for Long Legs, but that comes out in July, I believe. But I am excited. I think there's a lot coming out this month. There's a lot on my list. So hopefully you will be here with me for longer than 8 minutes on the next one. But thank you guys so much for coming in and sitting with me. Like I said, I'm so sorry I haven't been posting. I've just... not only have I been going through it and being busy, I just got burnout. I think I was putting way too much on my plate with content, but we're going to try every other day, see how that works. And if it doesn't work, we'll space it out again. I mean, I'm just trying to get my footing here. You know what I mean? But that is all. Sorry for the ramble, and I will see you guys the day after tomorrow.